The Rickey Smiley Morning Show, the most funny in the morning. It's the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
Just another day that the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and be glad in it. God is good all the time, and all the time, God is good. Ladies and gentlemen, the senior pastor of Friendship West Missionary Baptist Church, Dallas, Texas, Pastor Haynes. Good morning.
Good morning, Rickey Smiley. How you doing, bro?
Man, we doing good this morning. Happy to have you. And, you know, we always looking forward to that word.
Oh, man, I'm so excited to share today, Rickey Smiley, because the good news is that God is good even when life is going bad. I've discovered that every now and then life will go wrong. And when life is going wrong, we find ourselves experiencing difficulties that are overwhelming, disappointments that let us down and get us down. And then we find ourselves attacked by anxiety. Fear seems to overcome us, and then we're hit by something that traumatizes us. Perhaps for you, the year has gotten off to the start that you did not want it to get off to. You wanted it to go one way, but somehow it's gone another way. But here's the good news. The good news is there are two words that can transform the sentence of your situation. Those two words are what? But God. But God. I love those two words. If you insert but God into the sentence of any situation, that situation will turn around. That situation will end up better than it started. But is a conjunction. I'm not smart like Rickey Smiley, so I didn't always know what a conjunction was. But one Saturday morning back in the day, I'm watching cartoons, and there on Schoolhouse Rock, they sang it, conjunction, junction. What's that function? And the function of a conjunction is to connect what's before with what's after. If it's an adversative conjunction, like but, yet, however, howbeit, it means whatever's on the front side of the conjunction is about to get overruled by what's on the back side of the conjunction. So when you hear but means things are about to change. But wait, it ain't just but, it's but God. But God, because God is the ultimate reality. God is the ultimate power. And if but God is in the sentence of your situation, things are about to turn around. And so, but God can lift you up when life has gotten you down. But God can take what was negative and somehow bring a positive out of it. But God can give you peace in the midst of your situation. But God can give you the strength you need to keep on keeping on when you feel like you can't go on. So here's what you do this day. When the day seems to be going the wrong way, here's what you do. Lift up your head, call on God, and then watch but God transform you and your situation. That's what the song's saying. The song says, but God, your life should read, but God, because but God can turn things around. That's why Joseph could tell his brothers, y'all meant it for evil, but God meant it for good. Have a good day knowing but God can turn it around.
Man, appreciate that word, Pastor Haynes. Let them know how you can be reached.
Hey, thank you, Rickey Smiley. You can follow me on social media. I'm on Twitter and Instagram at FH Unscripted. I have a YouTube channel. My YouTube channel is simply Frederick Haynes, and our website, friendshipwest.org. You can also get more information.
There it is, man. Love you, Pastor Haynes. We always appreciate you. Y'all, here's Isaac Kyrie, but God, right here. Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
News headlines,
entertainment, sports. It's the front page on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
All right, y'all, Rickey Smiley Morning Show, 11 minutes after the hour. Y'all got your front page right here. Maria, good morning.
Good morning, Rickey is being brought to you by Olay. Better skin from your body wash. Try Olay Hyaluronic Body Wash and Lotion. Olay Body. Good morning, RSMS family. Here's your Wednesday morning news. Solomon Pena, who unsuccessfully ran for a House seat in New Mexico as a Republican last November, was arrested on Monday in Albuquerque for allegedly paying 4 men to shoot at the homes of 4 elected officials. Police said Pena paid $500 and also took part in one shooting himself. In other news, a monument meant to honor Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. and his wife Coretta Scott King was met with backlash. The art piece, designed by Brooklyn-based conceptual artist Hank Willis Thomas, only features the couple's arms during the embrace and not their heads, which has sparked criticism and mockery online. While some defended the sculpture, others described it as a hideous or disrespectful piece, with social media users posting memes saying it resembled a sex act. Lastly, China is about to lose its spot as the most populated country in the world. China's population declined in 2022 for the first time since the early 1960s, and India is poised to overtake it as the world's most populous country soon. Read more on these stories and other headlines at RickySmileyMorningShow.com. I'm Maria Moore, and that's a quick look at news. Rock T, what you got in sports?
What's up, Maria? Well, Alabama basketball player Darius Miles was charged with a capital murder after authorities say he and another man named Michael Davis were involved in the shooting death of a woman near campus. This happened on this past Sunday. Darius claims he is innocent and says he did not know the woman. Her name was Jamia Harris. Update on that story is investigators said that Darius did provide the gun which was used in the fatal shooting, but another man fired the weapon, which was Michael Davis. Allegedly, someone was shooting at the car. Darius was in first, and then they started shooting back in self-defense. Some altercation happened right before all of this. Darius has been released from the basketball team. He will continue to follow this situation. That was sad, man. Sad news right there. Big ups to
Found out that happened because the girl wouldn't talk to him.
Is that what you're hearing?
Yeah, that's what they're saying locally. Yeah.
Oh, man, come on.
It's crazy. It's just crazy, man. I would never, why you even got a gun, man? You're on the basketball team.
You're on the basketball team.
On your way to the NBA because he was doing good.
Well, yeah, he was a solid player. He contributed on the team, man. But it's just another 23 years old. And the guy, Michael Davis, that allegedly shot the gun, he's 20. He wasn't on the team, but I guess that was his little homie or whatever. Sad story, man. Sad story. That's my quick sports report right there. Gary with the team. What's up there, pimp?
All right, y'all. Janet Jackson, baby. They say this girl being sued, honey, for money she allegedly owed. Now, they're saying Miss Jackson is being sued for money she allegedly owes her business managers an unpaid balance of $250,000, y'all. That's a lot of money. Well, they're saying, according to legal documents obtained by the Blast, they're saying the Grammy-winning singer is having legal action taken against her for what her managers are called unpaid services. Now, the lawsuit has been filed against Miss Jackson, honey, and several of her companies dating back to 2017. Now, the suit claims that Janet entered into a business management services agreement back in August of 2017, and the company describes itself as the largest business management firm in the country. They also boast that they are no strangers to working with entertainers and such. They say they work alongside the world's top artists in music, film, and television, as well as athletes, executives, entrepreneurs, and other high achievers, offering a sophisticated range of concierge-style services to meet their lifestyle management needs. And they're saying this is not the first time Ms. Jackson been sued. They say this girl also had a lawsuit with her and Randy, hired some guys to do management for them, honey. A guy by the name of Danny O'Donovan. He claimed that Janet and Randy, honey, hired him back in 2016 as the managers for the State of the World tour. Now, according to reports, they said Janet and Randy agreed to pay the guy $25,000 a month, and he ended up working for 17 months. He said the first 5 months, everything ran smooth, and then afterwards, he said the check stopped coming in. So he said he need his money as well, too, from Miss Jackson. So a lot of people saying it's good that she's going back on tour now, because maybe some of her merchandise that she's going to sell, she could pay these guys their money. So,
when the checks start coming in, I don't want to be in the number. When the checks stop coming in.
She have money, Brad?
Yes, she does.
Oh. She just saying, I love Miss Janet
Gary, when the checks stop coming in.
We're going to pray, y'all. It's going to be all right. I know Janet got some coins, honey. All right, the color of the day is one of my favorite colors. My color of the day, y'all, is licorice. On the high end, you say licorice, and on the low end, you say beautiful noir. That's your color for the day. Brad, what you got coming up in the hot spot?
Coming up next in the hot spot, Cardi B is granting community service extension, and I'm going to tell you all about it up next. It's the Rickey Smiley Morning Show. The hot spot.
Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot.
So hot
And that's hot.
You can catch me at the hot spot.
It's the BR18.
All right, y'all, Rickey Smiley Morning Show. It is time for the hot spot. What up, Brett?
What up, Ricky? Good morning, everybody. I'm your girl, Brat Tat Tat, and this is the Hot Spot, where we bring you music, movies, and more. So let's get off into it. Cardi B has been granted a community service extension after her failing to complete a portion of plea deal in her assault case. Now, according to TMZ, the judge gave her until March 1st to complete her sentence, which includes 15 days of customer service. Reports also claim that the New York native was supposed to complete her community service by Tuesday, January 17th, but so far Cardi has has done 0 hours. Now, Cardi's representative, Drew Feinling, said in a statement, personally and professionally, Cardi is dedicated to community service and charitable endeavors. She therefore appreciates the court giving her until March 1st to complete her community service commitment in Queens, New York. Now, as previously reported, she was accused of orchestrating an attack against Sisters Jade and Batty G at Angels Gentlemen's Club in New York City back in 2018. Cardi copped a plea deal last September for the incident, and she pled guilty to third-degree assault and reckless endangerment, both misdemeanors, and received 15 days of community service as part of the deal. Now, Cardi's plea deal also requires her to stay away from the two women for 3 years. So, I guess congratulations to her, because it's always nice to get a little extension and get a little more time to figure out how you're going to handle stuff.
Well, won't she give Tasha K some time?
Why would she do that?
Well, why would they give her some time then?
What you mean?
Because she's suing Tasha K. Said Tasha K. said all those things about her, asking for millions of dollars from the girl.
Well, what's wrong with that? That was total defamation of character.
Absolutely.
Well, but what about her fighting those two girls and doing that stuff with those two girls? That was wrong too.
She has community service. She's
but she asked for more time. She should do it when they asked her to do it.
Oh, Gary.
Oh my God.
Boy, you sound like you the police.
Woman. Yeah, like what is wrong with you?
Whose side you on, player?
Gary.
Because
in
I'm on no side.
In a recent interview, Gary, with Vanity Fair, Channing Tatum revealed that his production company, Free Association, has the rights to the 1990s film Ghost, and that he is planning to star in the remake of the movie. What do y'all think about that?
What you think about that, Gary?
I'm trying to understand what she said. What you said?
Ghost.
Oh, you still on the first story?
Whoopi Goldberg. Remember the movie Ghost?
Yeah, I remember Ghost.
Well, Channing Tatum, he's trying to remake the movie Ghost, where he wants to star in it.
Oh, didn't y'all just say the other day we tired of all these remakes?
Yeah,
we did.
I was about
to
say that.
Leave that alone.
We did say that. Oh, that's a good one. Please don't get in. Don't mess with that one. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man.
He ain't even that good of an actor.
Come on, who gonna play Whoopi?
Maybe if we get like Yolanda Adams and Mary and Shirley Caesar, you can make a movie called The Holy Ghost.
All right now.
All right, we about that, Gary?
That'll be great, honey. That's right.
We're going to wrap up the hospital on that Holy Ghost note. Coming up next, we got Rock T's HBCU know, and we got them Wake Up. So hit us up at 866-9-RICKY. That's 866-9-RICKEY. Who we repping today, Rock T?
Man, let's go holler at Alabama A&M today. You know what I'm saying?
Let's go then.
HBCU know, coming up next on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
Now you know.
And if you don't know, now you know.
HBCU know.
Pimpin'. Rock Teasy up in the house. HBCU know. You already know it's that time, baby. Stand up. We're going to always highlight, showcase, and put a spotlight on our heroes and sheroes that attended or currently attend our historically black colleges and universities. We finna head to Alabama A&M, established in 1875, home of the maroon and white Bulldogs, also home of the marching maroon and white marching band. Let's talk about one of y'all's former graduates, Gerald Miles Clark, Olympic track and field star. She ran the 400, the 800, and the 4x400 meter relay. She once held the American record in the women's 800 meters. She competed for the United States in the 1992, 1996, and 2000 Summer Olympics, where she raced to win 3 Olympic medals, 2 gold and 1 silver. Oh, I can't complete this without mentioning she was inducted into the National Track and Field Hall of Fame. So you already know what time it is. Gerald Miles Clark, a proud alum of Alabama A&M University. If you didn't know, now you know. If you want me to highlight your favorite HBCU, hit me up on my social media platforms at Rock T Holla. Let's get it.
HBCU know.
Man, appreciate that, Rock Teasy.
Already.
Good morning, Ricky. You know it's crazy companies can catch stuff like this. Now, I would hate for someone to track my computer. I don't know how y'all would feel about that, but a woman named Carly Bessie used to work at an accounting firm in Canada, and she recently sued them for wrongful termination. You know, that happens. Pretty familiar. Well, she claimed they still owed her $5,000 in unpaid wages, but then the company countersued and claimed she actually owed them money. Now, here's what happened. They say she was fired for time theft while working from home, or basically not working all the hours she said she was. They put a program on her computer called Time Camp. It was on her laptop. It's a tracking software that can tell if you're working or not. It can distinguish between doing work tasks and things like Facebook or watching videos. And it showed that in the span of a 1 month time period, she claimed she worked 51 more hours than she actually did. And then she tried to say, well, I printed out the documents and I was working from paper. And they said, nah, we tracked your printer too, boo. So last Wednesday, the court sided with the company and ordered her to pay them $2,000 in wages.
Damn.
And the judge gave her 30 days to pay.
Man.
Damn, I didn't know they could do that. So they saying that she was on Facebook while at work on the same computer?
Yeah, so, you know, you see people doing these videos, I'm working from home, and they'll be in their pajamas, or they have a dress shirt on and with pajamas on the bottom, and, you know, it's a whole lot of trickery going on when people work from home.
Oh.
We would never do that on this show, though.
Of course not.
Well, sometimes I have broadcast from home, and but what I will do, I will not disrespect the job by doing it in my pajamas. I will get up and take a shower and put on and fully dress and go in there, have a full breakfast and coffee, because I respect what I do. That's for sure. You understand?
I did it in my drawers many times.
That's called leadership.
I did this show in my drawers many times during the pandemic.
I got on my T-shirt and my pants. So.
Oh, wow.
T-shirt and my pants.
Ew.
All right, more Rickey Smiley Morning Show coming up.
What's up?
Let's talk about stupid. I spent $475 in a 99-cent store. I couldn't stop picking up. Everybody in here that walked in the 99-cent store for the first time said the same thing. Ain't no way all this is 99 cents. Oh, hell no, I gotta call somebody. Every 99 cents. You can buy 15 of everything. Woo, give me all this. I'm pushing my cart like a car out of gas. Because I went to the 99-cent store and spent $1,000.
Who is that?
Tony Roberts. Detroit zone.
I think Tony Roberts got ADHD, man.
Tony Roberts got a lot of mental issues.
If y'all ever get a chance to ever go see Tony Roberts, man, that dude that had you crying, laughing. He physical as hell. He come on stage, you would have thought he just got through playing an NFL playoff game.
Sweating.
Everybody be getting away from Tony Roberts when he get on stage because he be sweating. Went out there and fought yourself on stage.
Hold it. He's half man, half woman. It's Gary. I want to hip you to the teeth. It's Gary, baby.
Good morning, Ricky. Good morning, America. Good morning to you. It's Wednesday, a beautiful day in the neighborhood, and here's what's happening in celebrity news, y'all. I'm sure y'all recall last year, y'all, when Philly rapper PNB Rock, y'all, was shot and killed during that brazen daylight robbery at Roscoe's Chicken and Waffle. Well, they're saying, y'all, now that PNB's baby mama, who was seated right, y'all, at the table when he was murdered, y'all, she admitted, honey, that she is struggling, y'all, because PNB didn't have life insurance or leave a will. Now, in her message, she said that God, Ricky, told her to share this. Now, she said Stephanie Sumberger says that her online boutique has kept her family afloat, but admits, y'all, that the young unmarried couple did not plan for his passing, and she receives no death benefits, y'all. Isn't that sad? I mean,
now PNB, that's the guy that went in Roscoe's Chicken and Waffle.
Yeah, he's the rapper. Yeah. And he was murdered, honey, and not the girlfriend is saying, y'all, that he didn't have no insurance. And
yeah, a lot of times you get busy with your career, and a lot of times, you know, as artists and as entrepreneurs, we get so busy, we don't think we're gonna get killed. We don't think we gonna die at 20, 20 something, and then you don't think about stuff like that till you get 30 and 40 years old or whatever. Then you start thinking about life insurance and stuff like that. But she's absolutely right. I mean, you have to be very specific on your will and have an estate planning and go down there to the funeral home and pay for your stuff to keep your family from going through that kind of stuff. But see, the thing about it, Gary, nobody wants to talk about and deal with death. We just don't want to talk about it.
No. So, but Ricky, isn't GoFundMe the new insurance that you don't have to have insurance no more, that people just give a GoFundMe?
Because you might not get what you need.
Yeah, I got a aunt that passed away 2 months ago and got a GoFundMe. They ain't buried her yet or whatever. And I'm not going to do it because she went to Jamaica and Bahamas and all these damn trips or whatever. I'll take some talcum powder down there to the funeral home. Keep her fresh. Until they do decide to have her, I'm not going to pay for it.
You know what?
Then up in and went to the Bahamas and Jamaica and posting all these Instagram pictures or whatever.
Keep going, Gary.
Been laid up down there at Bush Lawn Funeral Home for 2 months. And they got to go find me, and everybody leaning up to me talking about, well, what we going to do? I don't know. She's just going to have to stay down there. I take her some talcum powder and some little air freshener stuff.
Yeah.
Or whatever.
Keep on going, dog.
Switch the body bags up every now and then.
Oh, Ricky.
Nice and fresh and a bag of ice here and there.
Oh,
some of them trees, some of them black ice trees around.
Black ice trees, strawberry,
but
the lemon freshman, the new car scent.
Moving on, child, honey. And other celebrity news, y'all. Last year, Miss Nene Leakes, y'all, was sued by a photographer who accused her of failing to pay for photography service, y'all, at the Lanithia Lounge. And they say Nene is still ignoring the lawsuit. They say, according to court documents obtained by Radar Online, the photographer, Allison Miller, and her company, photographed by Ace, honey, are pleading with the judge, honey, to wrap up the case. Now, Miller said that Leakes was served outside of her $1.8 million condo, honey, in Atlanta back in July. Now, they say as RadarOnline.com first reported the lawsuit was filed against Nene's Lanithia Leakes and her business, the Lanithia Lounge, honey, in Gwinnett County Court. Now, in court documents, the company said that they had invoiced Nene and her club for work done but had not heard back. Despite numerous emails demanding payment, photography by Ace said Leakes not only failed to make payment but no longer is communicating on this matter. Now, Leakes had claimed, honey, that the photographer never worked for her or her lounge. As part of the suit, Ms. Miller attached, honey, 2 invoices that were sent to Leakes. Now, the first invoice was, honey, a total of only $500 for services provided on October the 30th and the 31st for a brunch and a Falcons Halloween party. The second invoice was for work done on November the 12th and 13th. The total was $500 again. Now, Leakes was served with the legal paperwork hours after it was filed in court. Now, the process, y'all, service said that they stood outside of Leakes' luxury condo building until she arrived. Now, the service said they handed the legal papers to Leakes as she exited her beautiful blue 2020 Rolls Royce. They said, quote, I delivered the documents to Lanithia Leakes with identity confirmed by subject saying yes when named. Now, the individual accepts services with direct delivery, the filing read. And that was that. It was just $1,000, and I mean, but if Nene, she knows them people probably didn't take pictures. She knew who took pictures at her place, I'm sure. So I mean, why are these people running behind that woman for $1,000?
I'm trying to serve her for $1,000.
Because it was $500 each time, so that's $1,000, honey. And they said they need their money, so
they want it.
Yeah, but
tell me the people that served the papers.
The people that sued her, the photographer that sued her, saying that they took pictures 2 times and they charged her $500 each time, and now they're saying they want their money. But I just can't see that.
I think when you got money, people always feel like they can get something out of you, because if she was just a regular person, they probably wouldn't even be,
But also, you think about $1,000 is not worth her time. The amount of time that she's going to spend responding to it is not worth $1,000. So I would just pay it. I don't know.
Just pay it and keep it moving. What was the agreement and the understanding? Did you hire the photographer? Was it a conversation? Can you prove that it was a conversation and a hire or whatever? And then people in business need to start getting half of their money or getting their money upon arrival.
Thank you.
Black people always be talking, well, I'm just going to do it out of the kindness of my heart. Out of the kindness of my heart. I guess I was doing business with a man. He said, well, I ain't going to charge. I said, hey, no, sir. Name your price so I can pay you. I don't want to deal with that later. I don't want you to hold it over my head. I want to pay you. I don't like or want anything for free. I'm supporting you, and I just don't want it to come back. So I don't like the kindness of your hard working people, because it don't mix good with business when it's too warm in the room.
That free stuff be the most expensive thing you could ever get.
Absolutely. If you can pay for it, where you won't have to deal with nothing.
Yep.
Yeah.
Am I right, Brad? I mean, you know how it go.
Absolutely. It's always something that come with the free. They say it's free,
Come on
but it
now.
ain't free. They gonna call you for something. They gonna be like, "Oh yeah, can you do this?" No, just let me pay for it. We good. Let's handle it right now.
I laid up with this chick last night, and then she sent me a cash app this morning. What the hell?
The Kaluna
That's worth paying
days.
for
Licorice on the high. You say licorice, and on the low, just say noir. That's your Kaluna for the day. I guess it is.
We all pay for that.
We ain't even do nothing. We ain't even do nothing. We just spooned. Like, damn, hit me up for spooning? Damn.
That's right.
I couldn't even get comfortable. That's why I'm sleeping now, spooning all night. You know how heavy y'all head get on the chest after about 30 minutes?
Yeah, dog.
Y'all give it up for Gary with the T. Boy, y'all better stop playing that doggone 8-ball and MJG and stop playing with me this morning. Y'all got your wake-up calls, 8669. Ricky, let's go.
Wake up. It's time to get yourself together. Come on. They woke you up this morning, slid you in your house. Your stuff would be better. Wake up. Encourage each other and be together. The Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Want to know where you calling from? So come on and tell us and just wake up.
This is Miss Fondale. Wake up, Alone Song family in California. And Galveston, y'all wake up.
Wake up. This is Madison Lee from Humboldt, Tennessee, and I want to wake up all the Perry family in Fayette County and Gibson County. Wake up.
I'm calling to wake up my city, Talladega. Wake up my mama. Wake up, TC. Wake up, Talladega.
Good morning. This is Valencia Haynes calling from Blythewood, South Carolina. Shout out to my wonderful husband, my two men, Daryl and Desmond. I hope y'all have a blessed day.
Yo, this is Babalo calling from the Queen City. Chiquan. Wake your ass up, America.
What's yours? Cause we gon' let them know. Say Gainesville, wake up. Meridian, wake up. And Greenwood, wake up. Wake up. Where you at, Dallas? Wake up. In Chicago, wake up. ATL, wake up.
I appreciate it, Brad.
You welcome, Ricky.
Coming up next, y'all, burn these jingles. Got your church announcements. You don't want to miss that. Up next, Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
Our favorite grandmama, Miss Bernice Jenkins.
Come and go with me to my Father's house. There is joy.
Amen.
Good morning. Here's our church announcements. Govern yourself.
Accordingly.
Govern yourself.
Accordingly.
Now, all female members with long faces and real big noses are encouraged to sign up for the Scottie Pippen Lookalike contest during Revival Week on next month.
That's a long face.
If you got a long face, any resemblance of a horse, please sign up. Tickets are on sale now for a pastor's anniversary concert. The following acts have been confirmed. TT and Gigi Winans. Now that's BB and Cece cousins. LaQuanda Adams. Now that's Yolanda's auntie. Yolanda Adams' auntie. And Ronnie McClurkin. That's Donnie's cousin. And Garvin Sapp. That's Marvin's half-brother. And Dirk Franklin. That's Kurt's uncle. And the Fret. Related to the Brat. So make sure you get your tickets now.
Now, for the 38th week in a row, we have a homegoing schedule for this Saturday. Brother Danny Whitehead will be funeralized on Saturday. Brad, did you know him?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was only 56 and had chronic obesity at 5'3" and 315 pounds. He was 5'3" and weighed 315 pounds. And everybody knew him as Lil Danny. And he had got a hip replacement, sinus infection, a weak gallbladder, blood clots, chronic constipation, and nosebleeds. But that ain't what killed him.
What killed him?
What took him out was he was sucking on a bomb pop while he was driving and caught a brain freeze making a left turn and blacked out and got T-boned by a speeding tow truck.
Oh, man.
Yeah, you can't suck on them bomb pops too hard.
No. Man law violation.
Yeah, it is a man law violation, but they say you were sucking on that. If somebody saw him sucking on that bomb pop, they start questioning what was going on with him because he was killing that bomb pop. Didn't take him long to get it down to the stick before he had a brain freeze.
What you say?
That concludes our church announcement. Y'all have a nice day. All right, I'll call you, Brad. All right.
All right, y'all. Black Tony, what's up, man? What's up? I don't even have to say who is this.
No, you ain't gotta say nothing. You ain't gotta say nothing, sir. I'm not even trying to. I'm not even trying to cover it up right now. I'm really in my feeling right now.
Man, why you crying, Black Tony?
I can't come in today, Saturday. My feelings are crushed right now. My feelings really crushed right now. I thought people loved me.
Toughen up. What you mean?
I'm just human, Saturday. I'm only human.
Yeah.
I've been working so hard.
You.
But Maria, I've been working so hard on the. You know how you have your secret like talent.
Yeah.
And I've been working on this for a long time, and I decided to go ahead and put something out there.
What kind of talent you have?
Oh, I'm a painter.
So, like, you paint houses?
No, I paint pictures. And I put
So you do art?
Yeah, I do artwork, and I put it out though, because I wanted people to finally see me for just not being just a trouble.
Okay, I just hold on, Black Tony. I just shared it on my page.
Yeah, I sent it to you last night.
Oh,
I had painted a picture of Lil Boosie.
You did some artwork of Lil Boosie.
Yeah, R. Kelly and Jada Pinkle and Lil Romeo.
So what's got your feelings hurt?
Cause all the comments folks just laugh.
Oh, I posted the paintings on RS Comedy, but I didn't know that you did artwork. So if anybody want to see Black Tony's artwork and want to give him an encouraging word, you can go to RS Comedy right now and look at it.
Why black people? Why I don't even like black people.
Yeah, black people be. Y'all looking at it, Rob?
Yeah, I'm trying to. Where's that? Wait a minute.
You did a great job, Tony. Oh. Don't cry. No.
Yeah, it's on RS Comedy.
No, I'm embarrassed. I can't even come out in public.
It ain't too bad, though. It ain't too bad.
What'd you say, Rob?
It ain't too bad. You all right, dog?
Cause when you sent it to me last night, I looked at it and I just went on and posted it for you, but I ain't read the comment.
It's the little Romeo eyes that got me.
Hold on, let me look at it. Oh, yeah, let me look at it. Wait a minute.
The Romeo eyes.
So Black Tony.
What?
So what happened to little Romeo eyes?
If only me, it's artistic expression. That what my art teacher told me. He said, you do your artistic expression. And folks supposed to understand that this your interpretation. See,
so what happened? Let me ask you this. Let me ask you what happened to Jada Pinkett's head. Why you got her face slammed down like that?
Cause I already see what you're doing. You just like them.
No. Somebody just tweeted said, what happened to R. Kelly chin? Why you got R. Kelly look like a cash register?
What drawers should I wear today? Oh, what drawers should I wear today? Should I wear my granny panties or should I wear a thong? What drawers should I wear today? One more time. What drawers should I wear today? Oh, what drawers should I wear today? Wear my granny panties or should I wear a thong? Do it again. Should I wear my granny panties or should I wear a thong? Should I wear my granny panties or should I wear a thong? What drawers should I wear today?
The pink orange one. Hit that note, doggone.
Hold it. He's half man, half woman. It's Gary. I wanna hip you to the teeth. It's Gary, baby.
Brought to you by Capital One Venture X Card, the travel card for people always asking, where next? Capital One, what's in your wallet? Terms apply. See CapitalOne.com for details. What up there, Gary?
Good morning, Rock T. Good morning, America. Good morning to you. It's Wednesday, a beautiful, beautiful day in the neighborhood. And here's what's happening in celebrity news, y'all. Actor Darius McQuarrie, y'all, honey, is in fear for his life, y'all. Now, they're saying that the actor filed for a restraining order against his ex that he claims might kill him. Now, according to reports, actor Darius McQuarrie has filed for a restraining order against his ex-girlfriend who allegedly, y'all, threatened to steal his dog. Now, the Family Matters star first asked the court for a protective order against his ex in August back in 22 after she allegedly, y'all, broke his car window and attempt, y'all, to attack him with a lead pipe. Now, McQuarrie, 46, was denied that protection after he was listed as a no-show on court records. However, McQuarrie alleged, y'all, that he missed the court date because he was displaced, y'all, at the time due to having to flee from his ex. Now, more than a year and a half later, Mr. McQuarrie, y'all, is now back in court once again. They're saying, y'all, he claimed his ex was, honey, in possession of valuable items that the actor owns. She will not return my personal items and is attempting to extort me, he said. He said, I'm afraid, honey, that she will cause further damage. She continues to call me a punk and other names that we are choosing not to list and is slandering my name in several professional circles of the entertainment industry. Now, McQuarrie also added, y'all, that the severity of the situation had him fearful that he would end up, y'all, like Phil Hartman, who was a very famous comedian and SNL star who was fatally shot by his wife, Bryn Olnwan, in a murder-suicide in 1998 while their marriage was on the rocks, y'all. Isn't it sad that Darius got to go through this? That his wife, she wanted to take the dog from him, then he's scared she's going to kill him, honey, and all that other stuff.
He hasn't had good luck with relationships, man. He always been in something dramatic.
Did he date Corinne
He was with
Steffens?
He was with Corinne Steffens, and he had drama with her. Then he had drama with somebody else, and now he got this.
Yeah, we gotta pray, Lord bless
he
his
just need to
soul.
be by himself.
No, he need to look at the common denominator.
Yeah. What's that?
Maybe
Maria?
it's something about you. Like, why are you attracting these kinds of relationships?
Maybe he's the T word, right?
I don't know. What is a T word?
Toxic.
Oh, okay. I know. I'm like, what is a T word?
There's a whole lot of T words out there.
Everybody else is toxic.
We're like,
Everybody else get labeled as being toxic.
Yes, honey. We just call it Tatash. So, but anyway, well, we just need to pray for him, y'all, honey, because this is sad, honey. He's scared of his girlfriend. Lord Jesus, honey. She must be something else. Because I remember at one time they were saying he was allegedly dating somebody that may have been of the transgender situation. But I
Yeah,
don't know.
he always in some drama.
So congratulations to Darius. All right, moving on in other celebrity news, y'all. This is a very sad story, y'all. Marvin Gaye's son, y'all, was arrested on domestic violence charges, y'all. They say last week the son of Marvin Gaye was accused of pulling a gun on his wife, honey, and cousin, and then fleeing the scene before the police arrived. Now, they say since now he's been arrested, but according to reports, they say Marvin Gaye III turned himself in the day after the incident, was booked on misdemeanor domestic violence and felony assault with a deadly weapon charge. He posted a $50,000 bond and y'all was released. Now, a protective order has been issued to keep Mr. Gay away from his beautiful house and his family. Now, LAPD sources claim that Gay assaulted both women in an argument over a previous assault. Now, they're saying that he was playing one of his new songs for his wife to hear. She didn't like it. She rather hear Dolly Parton, allegedly. And they say, honey, he pulled a gun out on her and they started fighting. So, honey,
man,
there you have it. Bless
you
his
can't
soul.
be doing that. Don't do that.
No. Yeah,
fellas out there, don't pull guns on your wife.
No, don't, honey.
She make you mad. Just throw a bag of cotton balls at her.
There you go. Bag of potato chips.
What it is? Oh my God.
No, not potato chips. Well, yeah, if they regular Lays, but stick with cotton balls. A full bag of cotton balls. I don't care how many times you throw it at her, you can't get it.
It ain't gonna make it to her face or any part of her body. It's gonna stop halfway and say never mind. Anyways.
My Lord. Well, honey, it said, well, hopefully
how
they
about
get
you
together,
keep your
though.
hands and objects to yourself?
Right.
How about that?
Yeah.
Go ahead,
Well,
Gary.
we're going to see y'all. And then my final story, y'all. Last month, the rumor spread, y'all, that the actor Tay Diggs and Miss April Jones had split up after dating less than a year, but they say friends of the powerful they dismissed that rumor, Brad. They still together, allegedly, honey.
Okay.
They say, honey, that they are definitely still together, and they may be working on a movie together and stuff. So, you know, and it's good. I'm glad Tay Diggs is still with April because he normally don't date African-American women. But I'm glad, honey, that he and Miss April are together, still together, and, you know, that people are still loving them, and, honey, you know, they still going to do what they need to do. So congratulations, Tay and April, honey. Beautiful couple. All right, the color today is one of my favorite colors. My color today is licorice. On the high end, you say licorice, and on the low end, you say beautiful noir. That's your color for today.
Y'all, I ain't even going to say it. Y'all give it up, Gary, with the team.
Yes.
We got more Rickey Smiley Morning Show coming up next, man.
Health, happiness, and hope. It's Wellness Wednesday on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
Every Wednesday on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show is Wellness Wednesday. The one and only Dr. MJ Collier is back with an update from the medical community, and he will also answer your general medical questions. So hit us up right now at 866-9-RICKEY, 866-9-RICKEY. Dr. Collier, good morning.
Good morning, Rickey Smiley, and thank you so much for allowing me to bring healthcare information to the listeners of the Rickey Smiley Morning Show. So, Rickey, you know heart disease continues to be in the news with the passing of Elvis Presley's daughter, Maria. And so this is, again, we want to define what heart disease is and the two types of issues that you can have. The heart, just like your home, has two systems. It's got a plumbing system, and that's where the arteries can become obstructed and cause a problem with blood flow to the heart. So the heart itself is not getting nourished. It eventually stops pumping, and you pass away. And then there's electrical phenomena. The electrical type is where the signal that tells the heart to pump is just cut off. Or either the heart is told not to pump or it's pumping inefficiently and it's not moving blood around your body. So two types of things. The football player, he had an electrical phenomena. Elvis Presley's daughter had a plumbing phenomena. And so just those two types of things need to be conscientiously looked at when we're looking at cardiovascular disease, again, that disproportionately affects people of color and African Americans in particular.
Dr. Collier, how can you check that and keep up with that? It's something that you can get at home to just check your heart. Like, you know, you be laying in the bed sometimes and you can feel your heart beating and just scare the hell out of you. What is, like, how can you
oftentimes your heartbeat is there all the time, Rickey, but most of the time, particularly when you're otherwise distracted, you are not aware of it. And when you're not aware of it, it just continues to beat. And particularly at night when you're not getting any other stimulus and you land there and all of a sudden you become aware of your heart and you see that it's not always beating with a steady beat. It misses beats on occasions. And, you know, it resets just like you would reset a computer. So, you know, that's something to be aware. I have personally myself before, when I was younger, would be, I guess, standing by for self-administered CPR because I was having issues, my heart, I could feel it palpitating, so to speak. So that would be a problem that we'd have to be conscientious about. But there's actually a lot of new technology. I heard Beyonce talking about on her segment, some of the new technology, watches, rings, things that can monitor your heart rate. But, I don't want people to be too conscientious about it. The most important thing, establish a relationship with your primary care doctor. get a comprehensive annual physical that includes an EKG, particularly if you're older than 40. That should be a standard part of your regimen. And then, people used to get, cardiac evaluations and stress tests and things as a part of their routine physical care. And now they don't do that because insurance companies are reluctant to cover for them unless you have symptoms.
All right, let's go to the phones. Good morning.
Thank you. Good morning, Dr. Collier. As a result of having chemo for 6 months after my cancer diagnosis, I developed congestive heart failure. And at this time, my heart fraction rate is about 35%. It had gone up at one time, and now it's back down to 35%. So I'd like to know what is that normal, and what I can do to help improve my heart health.
Okay, there are, chemotherapy, again, can be toxic, particularly to cardiac tissue. And so an ejection fraction, you would want to be in the mid-40s to 50s. And so yours is 35, so that's good but not great. But an effective cardiac rehabilitation program that will strengthen your heart doing aerobic type of exercises is the best thing that you can do. And it's just going to take time to do it, but you have to be very conscientious about doing so that you can build up the fitness of your heart, and it will last you a long time. So they have cardiac rehab programs that, again, predominantly include aerobic types of exercises. Doesn't have to be anything more glorious than walking, really, just to build your heart rate up, and you will develop a physical fitness level that will help increase your ejection fraction.
All right, John, Dr. Collier, good morning.
Yes. My father passed away from cardiac arrest, and I just wanted to know what are some signs. He was healthy, no problems, not a smoker, but it was just like all of a sudden it happened. So I just wanted to know what are signs and how can you prevent cardiac arrest?
Again, sudden cardiac death is, again, the number one killer in the United States, disproportionately affecting African Americans and people of color. So the best, now with a positive family history, you need to make sure that you have a full and complete cardiac evaluation, including a stress test, possibly an echocardiogram, and, to evaluate your heart health and to stay on top of it. Keep your blood pressure controlled, your weight down, monitor for diabetes and high cholesterol. These are the things that, again, predispose you to cardiac disease, and the things that are easiest to treat and can be treated very effectively. The problem is that people don't go to the doctor to get evaluated and then get on a healthy regimen.
All right, John, Dr. Collier, good morning.
Good morning, Dr. Collier. Good morning, Ricky. I have a question about African-American health in general. Why is it that almost every disease, is affecting Black people or African-American people more than other races?
Oh, that is a great question. And, there have been multiple theories, including the Middle Passage theory, where people were brought over from Africa and became salt sensitive because of the people that were not salt sensitive usually did not successfully make the voyage. People that became salt sensitive and were predisposed to heart attacks and strokes. Then there are other things now. The newer evaluation is the social determinants of health, where we live, what we eat, how we live, etc. And those are the things that are really shown. It's not that we are necessarily genetically predisposed. It's that we are having problems where we live. We're in food deserts. There's no healthy food available. And, those types of things. We're usually not insured or underinsured. The types of jobs that we have, the communities that we live in, all of these social determinants of health have been shown to have a negative impact on the outcome of health for people of color. And so those are things that are being addressed right now.
Oh, yeah. When you're talking about like living over by steel plants and by railroad tracks and where there's a lot of stuff in the bad air, all of that kind of stuff or whatever. Dr. Carter, we need to make a note and have a conversation about that, living by electrical plants. We got another. Yeah, power grids. All right, you on with Dr. Collier. Good morning.
Facilities.
Dr. Collier, I was wondering about my gut. I'll be 65 March 13th, and I want to have a healthy gut because I understand that that's very essential to having a healthy body. So what are your thoughts?
Okay, the microbiome has shown to be one of our largest and most efficient organs as far as our general overall health is concerned. So it's highly important that you keep the good bacteria in your gut to control everything from allergies to digestive food problems. So, again, allergies, eczema, sinus congestion, bubble gut, nausea, vomiting, diarrhea, all of these symptoms are oftentimes noted because you have an abnormal gut biome because of some of the things that we eat, particularly diets that are high in fried food and pork. So very important that you take probiotics. You can get probiotics at my website, lipodrops.com. Best probiotic product that's available to stabilize your gut microbiome, improve your health. God's gift of good health, probiotics.
That is, I'm Dr. Collier. Let everybody know how you can be reached.
Rickey Smiley. I can be reached on all social media at Ask ASK Dr. MJ. We do Facebook Live on Wednesdays at 6:30. Again, on Ask ASK Dr. MJ. Go to my website, lifeofjobs.com, for all of the information that you need to maintain good health. These are the opinions of Dr. MJ Collier, not those of Rickey Smiley, the Rickey Smiley Morning Show cast, or its production crew.
All right, y'all, Rickey Smiley Morning Show. It is about that time. Let's go.
Hey, Rickey Smiley looked like a skeleton wrapped in electrical tape.
Quickies.
Your mom.
This is Bob from Human Research.
Quickies.
Good morning, and to Elman, we are from Lawton, Oklahoma. We love you, Rickey Smiley.
Quickies.
Happy birthday to my son turning 18, Jacob Johnson, Orlando, Florida.
Quickies.
I don't want to grow up. I'm a Toys R Us kid. They got a million toys at Toys R Us that I can play with.
Quickies.
How you doing? This is Brown Tony, Black Tony cousin. I'm 37 years old, and I ain't coming to work today because my grandma got me on punishment for not taking out the trash.
Quickies.
You don't have to do that.
Quickies.
Oh, O'Reilly. Auto card. Ow!
Quickies.
Ladies, when you guys go get some butts, take a look at ladies with real butts. We got thighs that match that.
Quickies.
Fix it, Jesus. Fix it, Jesus. Fix it, Jesus. Fix it, Jesus.
Quickies.
What do you call a deer with no eyes? I have no eyes. Jesus.
Quickies.
Love exciting and new. Come aboard. We're expecting you these nuts.
Quickies.
Hey, Black Tony, get these nuts off your face.
Quickies.
I feel like falling in love.
Quickies.
Hi, I just love Willie Lee Lester out of Nella, Georgia.
Quickies.
What it do, Nap County? It's your boy Big Den Den. Chilling like a villain on this beautiful day, and I'm hungrier than I.
Quickies.
Hey, y'all said Black Tony drew Little Romeo. I thought it was Whoopi Goldberg.
Quickies.
Hey, Ricky. Ricky.
Quickies.
You don't have to do drugs. You don't have to do drugs.
Man, why y'all so stupid, man?
Silly,
That's
man.
why you got to let people get on the phone, man. We got to do Ricky's Quickies because y'all so doggone random with y'all ADHD. Boy, I love you though. All right, y'all. More Rickey Smiley Morning Show coming up. On the line, man, we got award-winning singer, writer, and producer, man. Y'all give it up. Show your love on the show, the one and only Life Jennings.
Life Jennings in the building.
Hey, what up, man?
Yo, what's that, youngster?
Hey, man, I apologize for bringing you into our foolishness.
Hey, homie said he turned around and saw Forrest Whitaker sitting there.
The last king of Scotland.
Yeah, the naked arm, dog.
Boy, I got some.
Wait. But my question is, did you smash though?
Well,
hell, he left.
I left, dog. I left.
He left.
He got up and left, man. He left the girl sitting up in my little living room. I had just got that little. Gary, where I got that little furniture from, Gary?
What was it? Let me lie.
Cantoni or something?
Yeah, she was Cantoni. Oh, Cantoni wasn't that good.
It was a knockoff version of Cantoni.
Yeah, honey. Damn, Ricky.
Can phony.
No.
Because it was phony.
I remember. I can't call it that, but I remember where it was.
But that little furniture was cheap, but it was sharp.
She was something cute, honey.
Hey, Rock, I need to find that. We need to find them girls.
Oh, Rick, I remember the name of it.
Yeah.
Your Way.
Life Jennings. He put me in that
Way.
back seat, man. Ooh-wee. I looked to my right, Life Jennings. Well, no. Like, deuces.
Let me stop crying.
Hey, Rick had a winner, dog.
No, man, come on, man. We got to Life. I'm sorry. This supposed to be. I can't even concentrate. Hey, look, man. Listen. First of all, man, I want to say congratulations, man. And you back with a whole new single, "Till You Gone." So, what inspired the video that has been kind of trending online, man? Congratulations, bro.
Thank you, man. Nah, what inspired is just that, I just feel like that we in a time that people are celebrating other people's demises, with these cell phones. We want to film the worst thing that could possibly happen just to get like 40 likes, man. And I know with myself sometimes I do stuff and I don't really realize the impact on people because the people never speak on it. So I just decided to speak on it,
Okay. And we hear more and more artists going into business for themselves. What made you want to start your own company?
Well, mainly because, I've been doing this long enough, man. I feel like I done paid my dues. I want to be my own boss. And then I think that secondly, I think a lot of these labels ask us to do things that are a hindrance to our culture and
Right.
just to our manhood for a check. And I felt like I wanted to forego that now, man. I'm in control of my own destiny,
Right. Yeah, I love that. Yeah, and speaking of the culture, with you being an R&B vet, what are your thoughts on where the genre is today?
I hate to say that because I know, kids is always going to do something different, and it's neither good nor bad. It's just different. But I will say that where we headed, things are definitely so violent, so negative, and I'm an old head now, man, so I can definitely tell them kids that if you contribute to the violence and the negativity, that's all that's going to show up in your life. I don't care what you do. That what you put out here is going to definitely come back to you. So in the music game, man, I think we just need to be, proactive and only put out the things that we want to come back to us.
We're speaking with award-winning singer, writer, producer, Life Jennings in the house. Now, last year you spoke about the possibilities of retiring from doing live concerts. Please tell me that you're reconsidering this, because if y'all ain't never seen Life Jennings perform, it's epic.
Real talk.
Man, honestly, I'm going to just keep it real. When I said that, I was capping, right? But I did like almost 90 shows last year, man. And as you get older, I don't necessarily want to be doing 6 shows in 3 days and stuff like that. So I am cutting down on shows. I'm going to try to charge more money for shows, obviously, because I'm not doing as many. But I just really want to just, get into other things. I'm doing movies now, my clothing line popping, and, all of that stuff.
Okay, now. Man. Yeah, I know, right? So this is going to kind of seem like it's coming from left field, but when Netflix premiered the Dahmer documentary, a movie, you told, you know where we're going with this, right? So you told a personal story about your interaction with him while being locked up that might have been misconstrued by some people because you didn't know who he was when you met him. But thinking back on that whole moment, what was that about? What was that like?
Oh, wow.
Yeah, thinking back on the whole moment, you run into so many different kinds of people, and you never really know their cases because that's one thing in prison. People are people, and they don't discuss what they did or what they didn't do. And that was just something that I just happened to see with my old lady on TV, and it just jogged the memory, and I spoke on that memory kind of hastily, but nonetheless, that's the things that happen in your life, they either make you better or they make you more conscious of the situation from happening again. So, there it is.
Man. Right. Now, so what can we expect from you musically in 2023? And, bruh, I have to say, man, I really miss being on the road. We did a lot of dates and stuff out together, man. I would stand on the side of the stage and watch you just totally just tear our audience apart with love and music, man. I really miss those shows, man. We had some great nights, man. I love just standing on the side of the stage, man, just watching you and just watching how people singing all the words, all the lyrics to your song, and you a hell of a performer. And thank you for everything that you did for the morning show when you would come and do stuff for us, man. So we are definitely proud of you. Let everybody know how you can be reached and what can we expect in 2023.
My handle is just Life Jennings as usual. My clothing brand is called Repetition brand. That's everywhere. And in 2023, I'm really going to just try to change, what I've been doing up a little bit. I'm going probably drop music like every 6 months along with a visual, because I really think it's important for us to combat all these negative visuals out here. So I want to do that. And just in reference to what you said about the shows, that's one of my favorite things to do, shows, especially with comedians, such as yourself, because, I can tend to be heavy at times, and then you follow up with the laughter. So by the end of the night, a person got, they got the laugh and they got a message at the same time, man. So it's dope, and I appreciate you bringing me out on the road. A lot of times, you know how it is, and they ask you who you want to come with you, and you'll say Life Jennings, so I appreciate all that, man. It's love.
No, man, appreciate you, man, because you back it up with your work, man. You tear the audience up, man. I want y'all to give it up for the one and only Life Jennings.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, man. Hey, bro, love you, man.
Hey, let me say too, on my line, y'all make sure that you send me some sizes. Rick, I already know you are extra small, Ricky, so I'm gonna send you your ass.
A medium.
A medium.
Hey, Brad, love you, baby. I
love you too, boy.
I love you, baby.
All right.
Y'all take care.
Hey, you too, man. More Rickey Smiley Morning Show coming up.
News headlines, entertainment, sports. It's the front page on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
All right, 25 minutes after the hour, y'all got your front page right here. Good morning, Maria.
Good morning, Ricky. It's being brought to you by the Capital One Quick Silver Card. Earn 1.5% cash back on every purchase. What's in your wallet? Details at CapitalOne.com. Good morning, RSMS family. Here's your Wednesday morning news. Yesterday, House Republicans reportedly gave Reps Marjorie Taylor Greene and Paul Gosar committee assignments. Now, in 2021, Democrats booted both of them out of their committees because of violent social media posts. Now, Greene's apparently set to be part of the Homeland Security Committee, where she could play a big role in border security. Meanwhile, Republican House leaders also placed Representative George Santos, who admittedly lied about a lot of things that got him elected, on 2 committees, despite some conservatives having called for his resignation. In other news, military veterans can now receive free emergency mental health care, according to an announcement by the Department of Veteran Affairs. The new policy, which went into effect on Tuesday, provides inpatient care for veterans in suicidal crisis for up to 30 days and outpatient care for up to 90 days at no cost. Shifting to health, Ricky, COVID-19 has unfortunately killed more than 1 million people in the U.S. since the start of the pandemic. Now, while data from 2022 suggests there were significantly fewer COVID deaths in the third year of the pandemic, experts say the virus will likely remain the third leading cause of death in the U.S. in 2022 for the third year in a row, behind heart disease and cancer. Read more on these stories and other headlines at RickySmileyMorningShow.com. I'm Maria Moore, and that's a quick look at news. Rock Team, what you got in sports?
Well, we got Alabama basketball player Darius Miles charged with capital murder after authorities say he and another man named Michael Davis were involved in the shooting death of a woman near campus. This past Sunday, Darius claims he is innocent and says he did not know the woman, Jamia Harris. Update on the situation is investigators said that Darius did provide the gun used in the fatal shooting, but another man fired the weapon. Allegedly, someone was shooting at the car that Darius and Michael was in, and they shot back in self-defense. Darius has been released from the basketball team, of course, and we will continue to follow this story. Now, Rick, you heard something about that one of the guys was trying to holler at the girl.
Yeah, that's what they were saying on the internet. That he was trying to talk to the girl and she didn't want to talk to him, and then there was an altercation, and then he started shooting. Now that's what's floating around on the internet, but whether that's neither here nor there, is saying, first of all, why you got a gun and playing basketball at the University of Alabama and got an opportunity of a lifetime, or why you hanging with somebody with a gun?
There you go.
You understand what I'm saying?
Both
yeah, regardless of what happened, man, you just can't, man.
You got to make better choices. The young people, they got to make better choices.
I feel bad for the girl that died. I feel bad for her family, and I feel bad for his family. I'm sure they done worked hard, too. That send they put son to school or whatever. You just can't get caught up hanging around the wrong folks in the wrong situation. Just got to train our kids to walk away from stuff.
It's sad, man. It's sad.
It's sad.
We'll continue to follow this, man. Let me shout out to Ja Morant. He's having an MVP-like season this year, man, for the Grizzlies. But the NBA gave him 7 drug tests. Like, look, the dude is a monster. I mean, he had the dunk of the year the other day. If y'all want to see this dunk, I'm going to post it on my Instagram at Rock T. Holla. Check it out. Ja Morant is on a whole nother level, and I guess they're assuming that he's playing such at a high level that he's got to be cheating. He's got to be taking some drugs or whatever. That's
some Barry Bond pills.
I'm like, come on, man, just give the boy his credit. He got skills like that. So then he gave him a 7th drug test. Of course, he passed all of them. They all came back negative or nothing. So, man, y'all just give Ja Morant his props and leave him alone. Let him keep playing. Let him keep shining. It is what it is, man. That's my quick sports report right there. Brad got the hot spot. Let's go.
The hot spot.
Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot.
So hot and that's hot. You can catch me at the hot spot. It's the BR18.
All right, John, Rickey Smiley Morning Show. This segment is being brought to you by.
Be ready for game day with Pepto-Bismol. Pepto provides fast 5 symptom relief for upset stomachs. Use as directed. Keep out of reach of children. Bring it to Tat. What's happening?
What up, Rock T? Good morning, Ricky. Good morning, everybody. I'm your girl, Brad Tat Tat, and this is the hot spot where we bring you music, movies, and more. So here it is. Now, it's being reported, y'all, that Juicy J recorded a tribute to Gangsta Boo, but it was cut from Gangsta Boo's funeral. Now, at first, people were trying to figure out if it was shade from the family, but according to the funeral home, there were technical difficulties, and I knew it wasn't shade because Juicy J loves Gangsta Boo. Now, in the video, Juicy J said that the video was hard for him to make, and that he and the late rapper had a great conversation only months ago after a show they did together where they talked about things like family and music. He said that the loss of Gangsta Boo was hard for him, and he referred to her as the Queen of Memphis. I agree. And in related news, it's being reported that Gangsta Boo was working on a book and an album called The Boo Print before she passed earlier this month. So R.I.P. to Gangsta Boo. And it was not shade. Juicy J, his video tribute, they just had some technical difficulties, y'all. So please don't think that. Don't think nothing negative about them because they love each other. Okay, moving on. Marvel star Jeremy Renner took to Twitter on Monday to inform fans that he is back at home. This is awesome. The Avenger star was hospitalized in the ICU following a snowplow accident on New Year's Day. Now, Renner shared that he was watching Mayor of Kingston with his family. He said, outside my brain fog in recovery, I was very excited to watch episode 201 with my family at home, he tweeted. This comes after the Hawkeye actor shared that he was missing his happy place on his Instagram stories. He said it's a rough ride over the pass. He wrote alongside a photo of snow near his home. Be safe out there, Reno, Tahoe. So we are glad that he is back at home. Now check this story out, y'all. This next one. Singer Jordan Sparks and Chris Brown may have had one of the hottest pop duets to date, but the song's commercial success was seemingly overshadowed. Now, Jordan Sparks and Chris Brown were scheduled to appear at the 51 Annual Grammy Awards, where they were nominated for Best Pop Collaboration for their song No Air, No Air. Y'all remember that?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Well, however, in the early morning of the ceremony, Brown and his then girlfriend Rihanna were involved in that domestic dispute, and then, Breezy couldn't attend, of course. Now, during her latest appearance, Spark opened up about her and Brown recently performing the timeless hit for the first time since 2008. She said, "Did you know that the first time Brown and I performed No Air, this is the first time since 2008. It wasn't because I didn't want to, so I hope that we get to do more stuff together, and this time there will definitely be more performances." The 33-year-old went on to say and recall how she found out about Brown's actions against Rihanna at the same time everybody else did. She also revealed that despite her team's demand for her to stay hushed about the event, she was actually clueless about what happened. She said, "I found out like everybody else found out. I actually never told this to the public before. We were nominated for Best Pop R&B Collaboration that year." So I'm sure she was upset about that. All right, y'all. Well, we're going to wrap up the hot spot on that note. But coming up next, we got the praise mix down. The time now is 27 minutes before
Brad.
the top of the hour. Yes, sir.
Hey, my niece got braids. How can she order that? Don't you got your own braid spray?
Yes, all of that stuff. Go to ilovecolors.com. ilovecolors.com. It's the collaboration. It's called Kaleidoscope by the Brat. It's braid spray. It's all kind of stuff for protective hairstyles under your wigs, braids, and locks. Thank you, Ricky.
No. I was asking. I wasn't doing it for you for a commercial. No, I was asking because my niece just texted me and told me to ask you how do you get your braid spray and how to get your package. That's all.
Yeah, I still appreciate it, though. Tell her go to ilovecolors.com.
More Rickey Smiley Morning Show coming up.